Have you seen Justin Bieber's latest social media? It sparked a wave of concern, and not just from random blogs, but from fans worried sick. So here's the lowdown. Justin reposted a clip of DMX from a 2013 episode of Ayanna Fix My Life, where DMX rejects the idea of living as a clean man. He said, "I think I'm exactly where I need to be with God." And well, that was enough to ring alarm bells, and like DMX ended up passing away at age 50 in 2021 from a substance-induced heart attack. So yeah, I mean 50 is young, and had he gotten clean back then during that time, we may not even be having this conversation right now, right? So for Justin, this isn't some vintage meme. This comes on the heels of months of cryptic posts from Bieber about detoxing, not living life as a clean man, and even a sweaty gym self-care selfie. Now fans are connecting the dots: erratic social media behavior, heavy detox imagery, and even smoking in the wilderness kind of selfies at Coachella, on a snowboarding trip, you name it. I mean, I'm looking at it like he's saying to us that he just doesn't need to get clean, but are you sure, Justin? I mean, still his rep is pushing back very hard. They called the substance issues rumors that are exhausting and pitiful, emphasizing that Justin is in a good place with his wife Hailey and their son Jack Blues, and that 2025 has been a very transformative year for him, with ending toxic friendships and ties as well. But insiders say the vibe behind the scenes tells a totally different story. I mean, sources say despite the new Swag album being dropped back on July 11th, his inner circle is warning personal demons haven't disappeared just yet. They point to emotional outbursts like mood swings, lashing out, even lyrics hinting at marital tension, like in Walking Away. They're worried fame's weight is heavy, and sobriety remains very unsteady. And it's not just behavioral, it's financial as well. Reports say Justin, of course, hasn't toured or released, music since Justice in 2021, except of course for his most recent album. I mean, he's supposedly dropping tens of millions on private jets, lavish parties, and gifts for friends, even while owing, big money to ex-manager Scooter Braun, although allegedly he has now paid him off. Meanwhile, Hailey's Road brand is allegedly footing the bills, but still not profitable despite, $1 billion valuation. Talks of conservatorship have even entered the chat. Legal experts have floated that if Hailey or his mom could show Justin as a danger to himself or to their child, they might pursue it. While no actions, has been taken, the thought itself raises a lot of eyebrows, right? So is Justin going through a creative crisis, a faith journey, a public mental health roller coaster, or is it something more? I mean, his rep says he's fine, but fans aren't so sure. They're calling out for him to stay healthy, come home, even come back to Canada. So where do we land? Well, here's the truth. Justin's behavior isn't typical, album hype marketing. It's emotional. It's kind of deeply human. I mean, whether it's artistic expression or a sign he's struggling, well, fans are watching, and so are we. So what should we take from all this? Mental health affects everyone, celebrities included. Pebbles can roll into boulders under pressure: fame, relationships, kids, money, all while under a microscope. So here's my ask. Let's pull for the guy. If you care, let him know, you're in his corner for his music, for the man, for the message. Drop a comment. Let me know if you're showing him support. Be there, whatever feels right for you.
A viral video showed Justin Bieber performing on stage with SZA to her 2022 hit Snooze. Now he was seen singing with his eyes closed as SZA approached him and touched his chin and sang, "You just too important, nobody do body like you do." Now Justin responded by smiling, grabbing her hand and kissing it before she walked away. Now several people took to social media to praise SZA's warm gesture towards Justin, as others were concerned for Justin's health, as some suspected that he had been using substances before the performance. Fans commented, "Justin ain't been the same since he had his baby," while another reacted, "He is not well." But people online are actually claiming that all of this was Justin cheating on Hailey. Now, Hailey, for the most part, hasn't said anything about this, but a source told Radar Online, Hailey is clearly cutting ties with Justin and making a point of going on solo outings. But this was such a glamorous party at a time when Justin is also off on his own. Everyone thinks she's secretly celebrating their split. Now, on the weekend after this incident, Hailey went out and partied without Justin as she joined Khloe Kardashian and Kendall Jenner to celebrate Kylie Jenner's clothing brand, Kai. Now, on the weekend, Kylie shared videos and pictures from the event, with Hailey seen smiling and holding a drink as she danced. Now, she appeared to leave the function early though, and she was later photographed leaving the venue, with a body language expert suggesting that she seemed sad. Now, all of this comes after Hailey recently got her first Vogue cover and opened up about motherhood and the constant backlash and divorce rumors that she deals with. However, her husband Justin ruined all of this for her and made it about himself. He made a controversial post on Instagram sharing her cover, and he wrote that he once told her that she'd never get a Vogue cover, and that he was sadly mistaken. Justin said on Instagram, "Yo, this reminds me when Hailey and I got into a huge fight. I told Hales that she would never be on the cover of Vogue. Yikes, I know, so mean. For some reason, because I felt so disrespected, though I gotta get even." He added, "Think as we mature, we realize we're not helping anything by getting even. We're honestly just prolonging what we really want, which is intimacy and connection. So baby, you already know, but forgive me for saying you wouldn't get a Vogue cover, cause clearly I was sadly mistaken." Now, everyone feels really bad for Hailey after this, and Justin actually faced a lot of backlash after this post. Now, eventually, Justin changed his caption to a bunch of emojis, but everyone remembers what he said, and it was just plain up disrespectful.
Justin Bieber got into a screaming match with paparazzi as he begged them to stop harassing him. Footage of Justin Bieber getting into a screaming fight with the paparazzi outside a private members club in Malibu recently have been released. The video depicts Justin in a powder blue hoodie and baggy green pants as he tries to block his face from the circling media hounds on Thursday evening of June 12th. He can be heard saying from behind his hand, "Not me today, bro." The exchange lasted 11 minutes long, during which the star accused the opportunist photographers of mistreating him and criticized their audacity in questioning him. Bieber could be heard shouting in response to a photographer's question saying, "How do you think it's going with you in my bleeping face? Get out of my face." He then continued to say, "You don't get to force questions in people's face and take videos out of context and use it against people. That's mean. It's mean to provoke people." He further accused them of treating, privacy invasion like a game, which resulted in one of the photographers laughing, and he said, "And now you're laughing because you know it's true." The photographers eventually backed away but kept the cameras rolling, prompting Bieber to continue his tirade. He said, "You're not getting it. It's not clocking to you. I don't give a F if you're on the sidewalk. I'm a human bleeping being. You're standing around my car at the beach." He continued to say, "I'm a real man. I'm a father. I'm a dad. And you guys are on private property in front of my car." When one bold pap wished him a happy early Father's Day, Justin sizzled with rage, saying, "I don't know you. You don't get to go to people you don't know and just say ish out of nowhere with a camera in their face. It doesn't matter if I'm a celebrity or not. It doesn't matter if I'm a public figure." Now, when the paps argued back, defending themselves by saying they were just standing on the sidewalk again and, had a right to question him, Justin said that their video would be taken out of context. He said, "You'll take this video out of context like you always do. You think I'm an idiot, bro?" He continued on to say, "I'm at my wit's end is what I am at. I'm demanding respect. You confuse my anger with disrespect. It's anger because you're disrespecting me. You don't get to disrespect me and get away with it." Justin told them that, their jobs were at the expense of another human being. Now, Justin accused the paps of basically standing around him like he's just some sort of animal. Now, after his parking lot screaming match with the photographers on Thursday night, Bieber took to Instagram, again to show off his son. The slideshow depicts the singer carrying Jack Blues in a baggy red Balenciaga top and yellow shorts with mismatched socks, captioned with the phrase "Hey baby" and a flip-off emoji. He actually posted several photos and the caption was just the middle finger emoji, even one with his son and Hailey sitting at the piano, which was honestly just bizarre. But anyway, fans fans have been really concerned for Justin's well-being in recent months. And the recent months, the singer who has been married to Hailey since 2018 has shared very cryptic posts, often expressing his thoughts on love. There have been rumors that Justin and Hailey's relationship was on the rocks. Justin Bieber is in detox. He's been posting sweaty selfies, and he just dropped a 4-word love bomb on Hailey that either says we're totally fine or please don't leave me. So let's unpack. Over the weekend, Justin took a break from his usual cryptic behavior to post a slideshow of him and Hailey all cuddled up by the pool at sunset. Very we're in love, please stop speculating vibes. Now the caption, my forever and always. Cue the internet going full FBI mode. One commenter zoomed in just to confirm it was actually Hailey in the photo because let's be real, her face was kind of hidden behind his neck like she was his hostage or something. Now for those who forgot, Justin and Hailey's history is messier than a group chat on tequila. They met backstage at the Today Show in 2009, dated in 2015, broke up, got back together in 2018, like 3 months after he and Selena Gomez split, and were married that same year. Now fast forward to 2024, and things have been rocky. There were some serious side eyes when Justin posted a very tone-deaf Mother's Day message and then skipped acknowledging Hailey's massive solo Vogue cover in a good way. Meanwhile, Hailey's been out here quietly bossing up, and she sold her Rhode skincare brand to e.l.f. for a cool $1 billion and stayed on as chief creative officer. Billionaire energy. But Justin, he's been firing his entire team like he's rebooting his whole life. Scooter Braun is gone, swagger coach Ryan Good gone, his bodyguards fired, even his business manager Lou Taylor cut. He's basically pressing the reset button, and honestly it shows. Sources say Justin has been struggling, his erratic behavior, mood swings, and now this whole detox situation. He's even posted sweaty selfies with the caption detox with like a bunch of X's, which is either a cleanse or a cry for help depending on your level of optimism. And while he did post a sweet moment holding his baby boy Jack Blues Bieber, rumors are still flying faster than his old YouTube covers. Now, speaking of his career, remember Drew House? Justin is apparently cooking up a brand new one called Skylark, which is dropping July 17th. So think Drew 2.0 with the help of some like 3D design consultant and a business partner who sounds like he owns a kombucha bar in like Silver Lake. But here's where it gets serious. Justin has been open about his past struggles, substance dependency issues, depression, and that very scary Ramsay Hunt syndrome that partially paralyzed his face back in 2022. But since then, he's been way more focused on health than music. His last single was like a feature on Diddy's 2023 album, and we all know how that aged. I mean, he's trying to rebuild himself, and Hailey, she's standing by him for now. But let's not pretend one IG post saying my forever and always erases months of rumors, tension, and passive-aggressive PR moves. Still, maybe, just maybe, this is Justin trying to get his act together to tell the world, I love my wife, I'm working on me, and I'm not done yet. For the past few months, the 31-year-old pop star has worried fans and friends after displaying troubling behavior on social media or even while out and about. The concern greatly increased over the Coachella weekends when something seemed off with him while attending the festival's festivities. He was with Hailey and his siblings, 15-year-old brother Jackson and 16-year-old sister Jasmine. Videos showed Justin smoking what appeared to be a blunt throughout the music festival. Now, that's not unusual for the singer nowadays, despite him swearing off illicit substances years ago. But many fans, felt he partied too hard because he looked more and more out of it as the night progressed. He was seen with his pants way too low, swaying side to side, eyes looking sunken in, just a big hot mess. Now, the big issue with that is he was with his underage siblings, and at one point, viewers even think they saw Hailey pulling Jackson away. For his safety, we don't know, or maybe just for damage control for the world or fans. Either way, again, messy, messy, messy. Now, because of these videos, fans are positive all is not well with the Biebs, and they aren't the only ones who think so. Hailey reportedly does too. A Justin source said that things have gotten really bad lately, so much so that the Rhode founder has been sobbing as she's terrified about what will happen to her husband if something doesn't change soon. The insider shared, she's been in tears about his behavior lately. Things have gotten bad quickly. She's genuinely scared something bad is going to happen to Justin. Oh no, this sounds really worrisome to me, and many others too. Fans have taken to social media more than ever lately to express their worries. So many comments asking if Justin's okay, asking if he's relapsed, asking if they're getting divorced. It just doesn't end. But don't don't expect to see Hailey leave Justin over this anytime soon. She's staying by his side no matter what, says the source. They went on to say Hailey's very loyal to him. She's not walking away, but she knows something has to change. Her focus is raising Jack in a stable environment. She's drawn a line around what she's willing to tolerate. She means the world to Justin. They have quietly weathered more than most couples ever do. When Hailey Bieber stepped onto the Met Gala red carpet alone on Monday, it was the latest in a string of solo outings. Fans could see the media personality holding a glass of martini in her hand, and she waved her hands to the fans and posed for photographs outside the New York City hotel on her way to the red carpet. Now, in the meantime, Justin Bieber, who did not accompany her to the, soiree, was enjoying a game of hockey between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Florida Panthers. Justin Bieber rarely does red carpet events anyway. He last attended the New York City event in 2021 with Hailey. Prior to that, he only attended back in 2015. So Justin's choice isn't a statement on the state of their marriage, but rather reflects the singer's year-long preference for staying out of the limelight. Now, aside from posting a ton of hockey stuff to his IG, he also later shared an Instagram of his wife that evening expressing admiration for her look of the night. Hey, missing the Met for a Leafs game, very Canadian. Very big fan, very demure. I too missed the Met to watch the game. Well, I just didn't really get an invite, but go Leafs go. Anyway, is Hailey actually really scared for Justin right now? Or is this just fans making a big deal about nothing? Justin Bieber is Hollywood royalty, but he just compared himself to a member of the real royal family, Diana, the late Princess of Wales. As one of the most famous superstars on the planet, Justin Bieber is no stranger to being followed and bombarded by paparazzi, but it looks like his patience is wearing thin. Last Friday morning, the Canadian pop star shared a video on Instagram that shows photographers swarming him outside what appears to be his Los Angeles home. The short clip, which has already racked up millions of views, shows a group of men, presumably paparazzi, following Bieber and actually snapping photos as flashbulbs go off literally non-stop. He wrote in the caption, "This has to stop," clearly frustrated. Now, in the video, Bieber can be heard saying, "Look at these guys, man," while another voice repeatedly tells the crowd to watch out and back up. One of Bieber's 294 million Instagram followers commented saying, "Dang, I think this is the first celeb POV of paparazzi we've gotten. Really does show the perspective," with another person saying, "To think this has been happening to you since you were 13 is just absolutely insane." Now, in a series of follow-up posts, Bieber reflected on the toll years of public life have taken on him, comparing his treatment to that of Princess Diana, as he declared, he's getting hit from all angles amid growing concern about his well-being. Princess Diana tragically passed away in a car crash while being chased by paparazzi in 1997. He wrote, "People have had to DIE because of this crap. Princess Diana is the first person that comes to mind." Bieber, who's originally from Ontario, Canada, lives in LA with his wife Hailey and their young son Jack Blues Bieber. But after sharing the video, fans flooded his comments urging him to move, many suggesting, that maybe he head back to Canada. But despite the suggestions, Bieber made it clear he's not going anywhere. He acknowledged the outcry by making another Instagram post that said, "I won't be bullied out of where I believe my influence is most needed," acknowledging, the darker side of Hollywood, but insisting he's trying to use his platform for good. He continued to say, "I want nothing to do with the transactional nature of this place, but I believe we can change things." The singer also posted a photo of a lion, writing, "I believe God is my lion." He admitted he's struggling with patience, even saying it can be really hard to not rip these effing guys' heads off, before emphasizing, that he's trying to forgive both himself and those who exploit him. Justin went on to say, "Today I'm forgiving myself for my own selfishness and forgiving those who seek to use and attack me simply because they want to capitalize off of me, or their jealousy makes them want to make me feel small like how they feel." He said, "However you slice it, I'm getting hit from all angles here." He then continued to say, "And I'm no victim. I moved to LA knowing it's messed up out here, but can we as a unit align with how messed it is out here and change this crap? Or are we gonna let these F-boys keep treating us like crap and not change laws or anything?" He concluded his little Instagram speech by saying, "We gotta do better. Please, can we make a change?" Well, Justin, while I agree with you for the most part, sadly, as we know, Hollywood is Holly weird, and I'm doubtful a change will come anytime soon, but I hope he's able able to reassess the situation if things get worse for him and make decisions that better himself and his family. Justin has been hit in the spotlight for more than a decade, having rose to fame when he was just a teenager. He's continued to attract attention in recent years, like over his personal life, and he's no stranger to being photographed out in public. Now, his latest post comes after he shared more footage of himself and wife Hailey Bieber being met by paparazzi outside a property in a post uploaded hours prior. The footage was filmed from his perspective again, and he criticized paparazzi in a separate incident in which he said they didn't care about human beings earlier this month. And it shows him basically greeted by paparazzi on the street. Now, flashes of light are seen as photos are taken of the couple. Justin and Hailey are directed to a car parked nearby. Someone, thought to be maybe a member of their entourage, actually warns at one point, "Watch out, guys." And Justin is also heard saying himself, "Guys, can you just please back up?" As photographers stand in front of the vehicle while Justin gets closer, someone appears to say, "Yo, watch out." The video then briefly shows Hailey behind Justin as she gets into the car. Now, an apparent member of their team then appears to shine a torch towards paparazzi before saying, "You guys done? Go ahead, go." There's tension as words are exchanged, and then the video ends as Justin just gets into the car. Now, Justin was met with supportive messages from fans in the comments section of the post after showing his own perspective in the video. One person wrote, "No one deserves to be chased and blinded by flashes just for existing. You're a human being, not a product. Sending you peace and privacy, Justin." Justin Bieber is mourning the passing of his grandfather, Bruce Dale. On April 26, the singer announced that his grandfather passed away when he shared a very sweet throwback photo of them together in 2009 on Instagram. He penned the caption, "Papa, I always took all your money, LOL. I remember you specifically telling me Grandma gave you an allowance of $20 for the week. I would always convince you to spend it on snacks at the hockey game on Friday nights. Reluctantly, you always gave it to me." Bieber then named some snacks that, he would buy with his grandpa's cash, listing corn nuts, Skittles, gumballs, Chuck-a-Puck, whatever that is, and slush puppies. The singer also gave a shout out to referees at a Canadian junior hockey league for, enduring all of his grandpa's heckling for all of his horrible referee calls. He said in the touching but slightly concerning post, "I can't wait to see you again soon in heaven. Until then, I know you're watching down, probably still heckling BD or Fagan for missing that cross-check call in the corner there, LMFAO. I will miss you, I will ache, and I'll sit and let myself remember all of the wonderful times we've had." Now, Bieber also took to his Instagram stories to share a very beautiful throwback video of him running into his grandfather's arms as a little kid. His wife, Hailey Bieber, also paid tribute to her late grandfather-in-law. On her Instagram story, she reposted Bieber's message about his grandfather and added, "Love you, Grandpa Bruce," with the angel wing and dove emoji. According to Dale's obituary, he was 80 when he passed peacefully at the Rotary Hospice, Stratford, Perth on April 24th. Now, Dale has been known to be a very proud supporter of his grandson's music career. In a 2018 interview at the Steps to Stardom exhibit, he revealed what it was like to see Bieber on stage for the very first time. Dale said, "Seeing him on stage for the first time was amazing. Grandma and I drove 8 hours just to get to the first show, and he didn't know we were coming." When asked why he gets emotional talking about Bieber, Dale said, "I don't know, it just happens. I can sit and talk, with anybody about anything, but when it comes to talking about him, I just get emotional." Justin's post, while very touching, also had a lot of fans slightly concerned because of his choice of wording. In his post, he said, "See you soon," soon being the concerning word. The concern is valid because of the string of events that has taken place recently and just how concerned everyone overall has been for Justin in the past few months. He has been posting very alarming social media posts for some time now, and people begging Hailey to get him help. People constantly asking him in the comments if he's okay, or if he's even relapsed maybe. With all of that going on, and out on the public constantly asking if him and Hailey are getting divorced, it just seems like it's one thing after the next for Justin. His grandfather passing is definitely a cause for concern because fans are worried he actually might spiral further and have a total breakdown. People have already claimed that he's been crashing out over Selena Gomez getting engaged to Benny Blanco, and now this, it may be all too much. Now, majority of the comments on social media say the same thing, like, "This is a very sweet tribute, but why say see you again soon?" People may be reading too much into it, but based off all of Justin's actions lately, can we blame them? them? Now, fans are also concerned because Justin hasn't produced a studio album in about 5 years. And while this may not be the best time to pressure him to do so, people are speculating that he may be done with the industry and, are scared they might never get another song from the singer. On another point, fans are now convinced that because of disgraced rapper P. Diddy's trial coming up on May 5th, they believe Justin will be in a horrible state of mind that day, as some people suggest that he's been taken advantage of by Diddy. And this comes after resurfaced clips of the two when he was a lot younger came back into the spotlight that actually showed Diddy having Justin over at his house for about 72 hours, saying it's a young boy's dream, and he was very young, looking slightly scared and distraught. Although Justin hasn't spoken, on any matters regarding Diddy, it's alleged that he knows more than he's let on, and that he may even be called to testify, something he would likely be reluctant to do since it seems he wants no involvement in this whole debacle. All of Justin's recent appearances do nothing except send mixed messages to fans and the online world. We can't determine if he's out enjoying his life or if he's truly bothered and damaged and in need of some help. Either way, I hope he gets help if it's needed and that the paparazzi leaves him alone for just a little bit. Justin Bieber's new fashion brand is not doing as well as he hoped, and despite his new album coming out too, the pop star is broke. Justin Bieber just dropped a brand new fashion line, and let's just say it's not exactly selling like hotcakes. In fact, it's already being dragged across the internet like a pop star on Twitter in 2016. The brand is called Skylark, and while the name sounds like a failed crypto coin, it's actually Justin's first solo fashion label after splitting from Drew House. Now let's talk prices, because that's what has people ready to riot. We're talking $200 for sunglasses, $160 for a hoodie, $60 for a tank top, a beanie, also $60, mules, $180. Mules as in the shoes, not a hybrid donkey. I mean, at those prices, Justin better be hand delivering every order, shirtless and singing Baby on the Porch. This isn't a designer collaboration, this is Justin Bieber's own line, and naturally, he brought in a high-profile team. Skylark was co-created with designer Finn Rush Taylor, a guy who credits from Adidas, Puma, and Crocs. Yes, Crocs. And even Hailey Bieber jumped in, designing a bomber jacket that she says is her favorite she's ever worn. Of course it is. She's married to the brand. But the fans, they are not impressed. Twitter and TikTok have been brutal. Some are calling the prices criminal, literally. Others say it's giving delusional rich boy energy. Turns out it's just a scam with sleeves. People are especially annoyed because Justin built his career off being relatable. He was the YouTube kid, the underdog, the Canadian hoodie prince. Now he's selling $200 accessories during a cost of living crisis. Like, what's going on? And it gets even more layered because this isn't just a fashion flop. There are reports that Justin might be dealing with serious money problems behind the scenes. Word is, ever since he canceled the rest of his Justice World Tour back in 2022, things have been financially rocky. Some sources claim he lost out on tens of millions of dollars, and insiders are saying his inner circle is deeply concerned. His rep, of course, called it all, clickbait stupidity, classic denial, or classic damage control, who knows? Meanwhile, Justin's Instagram activity hasn't exactly eased anyone's worries. He's posted about feeling like a fraud, struggling with anger, battling issues of self-worth. It's raw, it's real, and honestly, it's kind of makes, Skylark look like a desperate attempt at reinvention. Now, here's the thing. Launching a luxury price brand requires a very specific audience, usually people with money. But Bieber's fan base, they're mostly millennials and Gen Z, people currently Googling how to make ramen taste expensive. So this kind of pricing just feels, disconnected. And it's not just about money, it's about vibes as well. People don't just buy clothes, they buy a lifestyle, a message, and the message from Skylark is, well, confusing. Is it streetwear? Is it futuristic loungewear? Is it Mad Max but make it influencer? Nobody really knows. Like, all we do know is that $200 sunglasses better come with free therapy. Look, I'm not saying Justin can't make a fashion comeback, but if you want Skylark to work, he's going to need to rethink the pricing, rework the message, and reconnect with the fans that made him famous in the first place. Because right now, Skylark is giving high fashion price tag with mid-tier branding, and people aren't buying it. New footage showing Justin Bieber struggling amongst paparazzi has his fans absolutely worried for his life. Justin Bieber is continuing his crusade against paparazzi, except this time he was seen going live on Instagram last Friday, catching paparazzi allegedly closely following him in vehicles while he is on the road himself. He is clearly upset by the scenario and at one point yelling to an officer from his window to complain about the drivers being reckless. This singer seemingly puts his phone down, disrupting footage of the pops, but you can easily hear him complaining, saying, "This is getting crazy, man, no joke." It seems like justice was served, as you can actually hear police sirens go off, setting Justin into a very subdued yet no word spoken celebration, saying, there we go, some justification for this ish. I hope they arrest his bleeping behind too. Now, this is just the latest scene in Justin's fight against, invasive paparazzi. Last Thursday, he shared a video to expose paparazzi swarming him and his wife Hailey Bieber as they tried to get to their parked SUV. And just before Coachella kicked off, he slammed more paparazzi who found him at a coffee shop in Palm Springs. As he walked outside the establishment, he accused them of trying to make a buck off of him. Now, the Biebs has been a prime target for paparazzi since he was a young teen, so it's no surprise he's absolutely sick of being followed. Fans have been expressing their concern for his safety and overall mental health due to his interactions with paparazzi, and have even encouraged him to just protect himself by fleeing Los Angeles. However, Justin said on Friday he won't back down because he thinks the city is where his influence is most needed. Now, his remarks come after it was revealed he had a falling out with his ex-manager Scooter Braun, as well as the best man at his wedding, Ryan Good, over very serious drama with his former brand Drew House. JB informed fans he was no longer associated with the brand earlier this month and is now starting a new venture called Skylark. Justin Bieber's fans are concerned after his Coachella video goes viral. Coachella footage of Justin Bieber has sparked concerns among fans over the performer's well-being. Several videos circulating on social media do show the pop star exhibiting very concerning behavior while dancing among festival attendees. Justin Bieber attended Coachella's second weekend stages, but fans believe the pop star doesn't look fine based on the videos. In one particular clip, it seems like the pop star is smoking while dancing with his head hung very low. In another clip, Bieber appears at a corner of a private party, bopping to the music while seemingly inebriated by some sort of substance. The 31-year-old Grammy winner also appeared topless in one video as he hunched over and bopped to some tunes. Now, fans, of course, took to social media to discuss Bieber's current condition. One user commented on X saying, "I don't know the context, I just have compassion. He does not look well. I hope someone who loves him helps him to get the support and healing he needs." Another fan posted on Reddit saying he's been through a lot, it's catching up to him and he's spiraling, very sad to see. Speaking of Bieber's concerning behaviors increasing in the past few months, another Reddit user wrote, "Childhood fame is an awful beast and often childhood issues bubble up after having children, so I can only imagine." Wishing him and his family peace and healing. Meanwhile, Bieber recently came on an Instagram live where his behavior raised speculation amongst fans, leading many to wonder if he was okay. The singer appeared very distressed and displayed erratic behavior in the live stream as he bopped to some more music and kept the phone camera a little too close to his face. Now, earlier in March, Bieber also posted some unusually emotional Instagram captions. He wrote, "I was always told when I was a kid not to hate, but it made me feel like I wasn't allowed to have it, and so I didn't tell anyone that I had it." He continued to say, "Which made me feel like I have been drowning, feeling unsafe to acknowledge it." It was cryptic and very confusing and left fans scratching their heads. Justin Bieber has been in the limelight lately for a million wrong reasons. His Instagram posts have probably been the thing that's worried his fans the most. Now, people are calling for him to get serious help, and I think I speak for all of us when I say we are worried. Now, back on March 3rd, Justin posted another series of photos that sent waves online and speculation about his state of mind. Bieber uploaded a series of Instagram photos of himself riding on a bicycle while blowing out smoke and holding a bong in his hands. Now, not only is this dangerous to himself, but to others around him. Now, people took to the comment section, of course, to say how irresponsible he's being and asked if this is the type of influence he wants to have on his fans, but not only that, on his son. Now, not long after that post, the musician opened up about life in the public eye. He shared another post on his Instagram story that said, "People told me my whole life, wow, Justin, you deserve that. And I personally have always felt unworthy, like I was a fraud. Like when people told me I deserved something, it made me feel sneaky, like, damn, if they only knew my thoughts, how judgmental I am, how selfish I really am, they wouldn't be saying this." He continued to say, "I say all of this to say if you feel sneaky, welcome to the club. I definitely feel unequipped and unqualified most days." He then posted another Instagram post that changed the vibe a bit and left everything equally as confusing. It said, "We have nothing to prove today, just the gift of life today to accept and receive. Nothing is owed to us, and we don't know anyone anything." Now, people were quick to point out how moody he seems or just how inconsistent his thoughts and emotions are. Like, yeah, everyone has those days, but it seems like for Justin, it's been one of those days every day for the past year. Justin Bieber made a very weird but also oddly personal Instagram post that encouraged fans to reach out if they wanted to collaborate. The post said, "DM me if you want to make music together." He captioned an Instagram post alongside several blurry images. In the last slide, of his post, Bieber shared a black and white selfie where he looked directly at the camera with a very straight face. Funny enough, I did think it was a pic of RuPaul at first. And I knew I wasn't crazy because I went to the comment section and many people shared my first thought. But anyway, Justin hasn't dropped a new album since Justice in 2021, so the comment section quickly filled with excited chatter, and among the comments were a few famous names like Jaden Smith and Kalani. Now, this one was different because he posted it to his grid and not as a story, which means either he was serious and really wanted people to comment and reach out, or maybe it was like a low-key cry for help. Now, despite all the big celebrity names that dropped comments, the comment that got the most people talking was from Drake, who appeared to call Justin out for allegedly ignoring his private messages. His comment said, "I DM'd, but no reply." The comment, of course, garnered thousands of likes and replies. Despite having been active on Instagram since it was posted, Justin has yet to acknowledge the comment. But if it makes you feel any better, Drake has never replied to my DMs either. As any OG believer will know, the two Canadians go way back. In 2010, Drake made a cameo in the music video for Justin's hit single Baby, and 2 years later they collaborated on a track called Right Here for Justin's iconic Believe album in 2012. Since then, the pair has not released any new songs together, but have seemingly remained on good terms. I mean, notably, Justin memorably starred in the 2020 music video for Drake and DJ Khaled's song Popstar. With all that being said, it's not exactly clear what this interaction means for these two, although it does suggest that Justin is actively working on new music, and I'm not gonna complain about that. All in all, his behavior as of lately has been very concerning, to say the least. I hope he gets help if it's what he really needs. Are you guys rooting for JB? Let me know your thoughts. Justin Bieber has been out of control lately. His wild party nights without Hailey have fans concerned and begging him to get help. Justin Bieber has sparked further fears in fans after he smoked an unidentified roll-up next to his teenage brother while attending Coachella 2025. The singer has been met with concern from fans over the last few months, which ramped up during the annual musical festival in Indio, California. Now, in a new video, which was posted on X on April 20th, the 31-year-old could be seen dancing shirtless in the crowd, smoking what appeared to be a roll-up as he relaxed in the crowd. Now, the camera panned across as he moved through the audience and stood beside his 15-year-old brother Jackson, who was enjoying the music. Now, Justin's wife Hailey Bieber stepped in and placed her hand on Justin's brother's back, guiding him to walk in the other direction as the musician continued partying away with a pal. This comes after Justin appeared in a TikTok video earlier over the weekend smoking while partying at an event. The footage showed him hunched over and bobbing along loosely to his 2015 song What Do You Mean? In another social media video from the same night posted by artist Shako, the superstar seemed unsteady on his feet and even somewhat disoriented. He was attending the invite-only Friday nights in the desert party, according to TMZ. Now, the new father has been at the center of headlines in recent months, months after sparking intense fears over his social media posts and his public appearances. He also raised eyebrows at the first weekend of Coachella Music Festival when he made an appearance with his trousers nearly down to his ankles. Justin Bieber has been a staple of the spotlight since being discovered through his YouTube videos in the 2000s and blessed us all with hit after hit, during that time, including Sorry, Yummy, Love Yourself, and One Less Lonely Girl. He has also had a roller coaster of a time over the last few years in regards to his personal life, in which, we saw him battle facial paralysis condition Ramsay-Hunt syndrome in 2022, and he welcomed his baby boy, Jack, with wife Hailey Bieber late August. Questions have been raised about his relationship with the model after they appear to unfollow each other on social media, and his seemingly frail appearance coupled with his bizarre Instagram antics. Now, fans were quick to share their concerns about Justin on viral TikToks of his Coachella behavior, with fan Sammy Wood writing, "He is not okay. He does need help. Poor Justin Bieber." User Shine agreed, saying, "It's concerning to see Justin like this. Hope he gets the support he needs and that those around him are looking out for his well-being." Now, this comes as rumors spread on April 16th that Justin was in major debt. In a new statement to online blogs, Bieber's team denied the allegations, claiming the sources were ill-informed. As Justin forges his way forward, these unnecessary stories and inaccurate assumptions will continue, but they won't deter him from staying committed to following the right path. His team also told The Hollywood Reporter that any source that is trying to sell you a story about alleged financial distress either doesn't understand the entertainment industry or more likely is trying to paint an unflattering portrait of Justin, which bears no resemblance to reality. It was reported that sources informed them that the singer was more than $20 million in debt after failing to fulfill his contractual obligation to tour promoter AEG after canceling the Justice Tour in 2023. Justin Bieber accidentally flashes something party people love while posting photos of wife Hailey. Justin Bieber shared some very revealing photos to Instagram recently. The singer, who has been posting almost daily to the joy of his nearly 300 million followers, presented a view inside his home he's been staying at. He has been staying in a modern-looking home in the Palm Springs area during the Coachella Music Festival. It appears to be the ultimate party pad for a pop singer, as it has a big living room with an oversized used sofa, an indoor basketball hoop, and a large swimming pool with lounge space outside. Now, in the new images, the Canadian offered a fresh view. It saw his wife Hailey Bieber talking to a male friend of his. Now, she was not posed to show off her post-baby body, but rather in a natural pose as she wore a black tank top and slacks. Something stood out in the background though. It made the rental look like kind of like a place to party pretty hard. Now, behind the man and Hailey was actually a cocktail trolley, also known as a booze cart. It was a 2-level silver cart with wheels. On top were about 15 bottles of hard alcohol that looked to be rum and tequila, and I think I even spotted a little vodka mixed in there. Talk about a recipe for a hangover if you're mixing all those bad boys in one night. Now, on the bottom shelf were glasses, which, makes it easy to prepare a quick drink. Booze carts have become a staple in celebrity homes as people stray away from wine and beer to enjoy mixed cocktails. For somebody like Justin though, who we know, suffers with substance dependency issues and has been literally accused of relapsing so much in the past month alone, you would think he would opt to not have this in his vacay home. Or at the very least, would we not expect Hailey to do something about this? I understand that she's not in control of him and blah blah blah, come at me, but she is his wife. She has been looking out for him and after him. I feel personally she could have done much more to avoid these triggers and make the space, vacation home or not, one that is clean of substances and not so easy access for JB. Justin Bieber partied hard with Sexy Red for the rapper's 27th birthday. Big Red had the stars out and bad in Los Angeles for her 27th birthday party earlier this week as she twerked the night away at the Players Club. Among those in attendance were Justin Bieber and Glorilla, now fresh off attending Coachella with his wife. JB pulled up to Big Red's bash in a tan fur coat with some gold chains as he danced alongside the St. Louis rapper. Now, Red rocked a bikini with a sparkling Santa Claus robe, a money sign red belt, and a matching furry hat with plenty of flashy jewelry on. She captioned the clip with Bieber as "my two personalities" and then posted another video twerking, which was soundtracked by her new single. Fans were happy to see JB outside having some fun, but also quite concerned, wondering if he's actually okay. Some fans even took to Hailey Bieber's social media accounts to ask where she was and why she wasn't with Justin at the party. Other fans thought it was quite amusing amazing, and we're happy to see Justin out and about, with one person writing, LMFAO, thank you for getting Justin out of the house. Another person added, LMFAO, I love that dude. Now, one person online had a totally different take though and said, why are you never with your son? With someone adding, so you leave Hailey alone to care for Jack? Needless to say, there were strong mixed emotions from fans, and I think people are just wanting to know if he's back on substances or if he's even okay. Hailey Bieber and Red have, each kind of reacted to the viral party footage of the singer's cheek kiss. Now, in the short video, Justin could be seen leaning in to give Red a cheeky smooch as she approached the star at the table he was seated at. A second Instagram post featured Justin and Red in a selfie and was shared, via his Instagram grid and story. In the Instagram story version of the selfie, Justin added Tupac's song Unconditional Love to the post. Now, over on Red's X account on Wednesday, April 16th, she shared a clip from the party showing her dancing with Justin and wrote, I love him. After the singer posted the video, fans flocked to the comment section, of course, to share their opinions on the kiss, with some labeling it disrespectful to his wife Hailey. One follower wrote, I'd be gone if my husband's kissing someone's cheek, while another person added, the disrespect is crazy. However, there were also many followers who defended Justin and the kiss and believed the singer wasn't doing anything wrong. One follower said, not to be that guy, but in Puerto Rican culture, this is almost expected. He's not Puerto Rican, but not everyone sees a cheek kiss greeting as disrespectful. Another commenter thought some fans were making a mountain out of a molehill by being so offended by the post. It's just a kiss on the cheek. Y'all are so dramatic, for real. That's what they wrote. While another chimed in with, if his wife ain't tripping out about it, why are you? You're not married to Justin Bieber. Hailey responded to all of the backlash by commenting 3 heart eye emojis on Justin's post, but was that just to keep things, at bay, or was she actually unbothered? I don't know. Either way, I just know Hailey's plate is so full and she just must be tired. I'm tired. You're probably tired. Justin looks tired. Ain't no way Hailey isn't exhausted. I will say this though, his smile was smiling, okay? Wide and strong and for long.
Hailey Bieber made a mistake marrying Justin Bieber, as many people had warned her about what he was like, but she didn't listen. Now, starting off, we have Selena Gomez. Before Hailey, there was Selena, and she was probably the person who knew Justin the best. They dated on and off for about 8 years, and their relationship once became very toxic. By 2013, fans were already speculating that Justin was mistreating Selena and showing her little respect. Not to mention, he cheated on her a bunch. Now, at the time, his behavior became increasingly erratic as he was involved in bizarre incidents, such as peeing in a bucket, getting arrested for drunk driving, driving without a license, losing custody of his pet monkey, resisting arrest, and even egging a neighbor's house. Now, over the past year now, Justin has been acting erratically and mistreating Hailey as well. Selena, though, has recently showed her subtle support for Hailey after Justin dissed her. Now, Hailey got the cover of Vogue magazine, and Justin made a post saying once when he and Hailey were fighting, he told her that she'd never be on the cover of Vogue, and that now he was sadly mistaken. After the news of this grew, Selena posted to her Instagram stories a post reading, "You matter, your voice matters, your heart matters, you are worth so much more than you know," and she wrote alongside it, "You know who you are and I'm cheering you on." Now, many people think this was directed at Hailey because Selena knew exactly how she felt. There have also been multiple reports regarding Hailey's friends. Yes, they want her to be happy, but they also want her to protect herself and her son. Recently, it's been reported that Justin is in a lot of debt, and Hailey's friends think he might seek to take advantage of her kindness and attempt to use her to fix his financial struggles. Friends of Hailey are concerned that she has been so ride or die with Justin that she might get enveloped into bailing him out of financial struggles, an insider told the Daily Mail. She's happy to help Justin in any way she can, but friends want her to look out for herself and Jack. They don't want to see Justin take advantage of her kindness. Now, one source alleging to be Hailey's friend claimed that the tension between the duo has increased in the wake of the singer showcasing several questionable behaviors on social media and in the public. I don't know how long they'll be together or if they'll wait until things explode, but the situation is getting more unbearable week after week, the insider told The Sun. And fans have even warned Hailey, saying that she deserves better than Justin. And listen, I'm not even a Hailey fan, but she does deserve better than Justin because it seems like he constantly disrespects her. When they go out to events, she's dressed so nice, and he shows up in baggy jeans and sweaters, not putting any effort into his appearance to support her. There have also been many awkward paparazzi videos of him shutting a car door on her and skateboarding away from her. Now, in one video, she actually falls to the ground chasing after him, and he doesn't care to check on her. He's also said many rude and mean things to her and hides behind them, saying that they're just a joke. It's really just embarrassing, and Hailey deserves someone who will actually respect her.